Okay, so why would you now blame the Ribadu committee for not verifying these figures?
I have told you, volunteer not fit injuria. He has volunteered he has accepted the liability and access of sitting on this panel on this task force.
NNPC does not have a central point on where you can get data on monies.
This is this is one of those things
that they have highlighted in the report.
Highlighted.
Okay.
So, but whatever, even the verifiable figures that they should have was not available.
Do you think
for us to use as tentative modus of analyzing the performance efficiency of the segment?
Do you think Mr. Ronsai and maybe Mr. Bennett should come up with a minority report?
Well, I think the president gave them that option of doing it.
What do you think?
Well, I am not objecting to it. Whatever can ameliorate the present situation, because can improve the report, I am not against it. But what I have proved conclusively here is that this report has, by the various things, this report has been shut down completely by the committee itself, by accepting the limitations.
You know, going through that particular visual, I think the report we just saw on television now, what comes to mind? You've been a former commissioner in the Ekiti Civil Service
Commission. Yeah.
How do you explain the civil service? Because now we're getting to think that the civil service, I think they take things with laxity. They do things just within their own time frame. That is why people have said so many uncomplimentary remarks about the civil service. Why would Mr. Steve Oronsay, who rose through the ranks of being the head of service, will not attend a meeting to the extent that he says, well, if we're not ready, we're not ready. We can tell the president we're not ready. You know, this kind of bureaucratic things. So was that what he was trying to achieve with this particular report?
Yes, it will have assisted this committee tremendously if they have acceded to the fact that time was not enough for them. That's number one.
Time never enough with civil servants?
Bureaucracy also includes ability to manage the theme. I try to question the administrative experience of Ribadu. If he could not manage Oronsay, because you don't allow this type of controversy. I worked there before.
But you don't manage. How can you manage the man you can't even see?
No, it's
without the experience.
You can see that there's from even what Ribadu said, there was a breakdown of communication, of relationship between the two of them. That was what led to this type of national shame. I call this one national shame by coming to the president to wash their dirty linen of the committee. And this is a part of the limitations of the committee. If that they didn't work as a team, it's unfortunate for this country.
What do you think should be done now?
Well, I think so many analysts and experts have come up with various suggestions. We should look at areas that are useful in this report and adopt and set up another committee that will look into it. The government, therefore, can issue a white paper. We should look at one of two of other areas that are. But this report is not enforceable. If you enforce it, people will take you to court.
Why would they take you to court? For
of course. People are indicted. Okay, for instance, they came up with the idea that the NNPC should be disbanded. If you say you are going to disband an institution like NNPC, and people feel, why? Because of the Ribadu report, they can go to court.
Is it only because of the Ribadu report? There have been other reports that have asked for the dissolution of the NNPC.
For all those criminal issues that are involved here, because I'm sure Ribadu is also of the view that possibly thinking he will still go back to EFCC, was suggesting that EFCC should come into. Our laws are sufficient to try criminals in this country. Criminal laws are there, and these various laws are there.
So you subscribe to a new committee?
Of course, I subscribe to a new committee that will look into these gray areas and come up with a standard report. All these limitations should be addressed. But this report has failed. I have an issue. That's my position.
Is there any letter from the committee saying that the report should be invalidated or something?
That is the clause. What we call the disclaimer clause, clause 4, where you say the data I'm presenting to you has not fulfilled term one of our reference that says we should verify all figures, and that even as a government you should now continue to go and look at how you can complete and reconcile these figures. It means the report is not complete.
Even though some members of the committee disagree with this view of yours.
They disagree, yeah, of course.